Okay, I'm going to show you how to make a track alignment tool. Okay, a lot of times when you're putting track together and you know, you can't move it this way to slide the connectors on. You just have to lay it in there, and if you get really close, that's good, but sometimes it's a little high and the wheels catch on it or something, and then sometimes it's just a little bit off. So I'm going to show you what I do to make sure that it comes out just right. And just cut a chunk out of it. The reason I use a milk carton is because it's about the right thickness for what we're trying to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and we'll lay this. Well, actually, what we have to do first is cut a straight line on this milk carton. So we're just going to cut a straight line. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh yeah, these are good scissors. All right, so now we have a straight line, and what we're going to do is we're going to lay this on the track like this so that it's right in the groove of the track. Make sure you don't get it like I was doing there. You don't get it in those things, but get it right in that little, between the top of the track and the bottom of the track, and you hold it really well. You take your marker and just make a mark right about on top of the track, like so. So you're just, you know, you're just right on top of the track. Now we take our straight edge and we draw another straight line. Getting too much glare here. There we go. Draw another straight line. Okay? And I think what I'll do is I'll cut on the outside of that line. If this doesn't work, we'll start over again. But I'll try to cut on the outside of this line. Okay. Ooh, that was too much on the outside. Let's trim that up. It does not have to be perfect, but you want it to be as perfect as you can get it. Okay, so that's, we'll use this end down here. We'll get rid of that. Trim that off. And then we just go a little bit on this. Actually, that's still too long. So we trim a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit here, and a little bit here. Now then, we'll take two pieces of track. We'll take this piece, this thing we just made, and we'll crown it a little bit. If we can get it to bend, we'll bend it, just deliberately bend it a little bit. Now then, we should be able to slide it in, slide it into that track like that. And then we slide it into this track like this. And because, get in there, because of the thickness of the plastic, those two tracks are going to be pretty well lined up when you set it down, and they're going to be straight with each other. And when you roll over it, you're going to hardly notice that that there's a break there. Now we're going to take this and we're going to go over here, back right here, like that. Because what we're going to do is we're going to solder these. We're going to solder this track together, and clean that up a little bit. Okay. Now when you solder, sometimes it melts this thing, and you got to make a new one. Isn't that just terrible? So we'll see how this works. Okay. So we got to get our solder, which is over here. Get that over there. can get our soldering gun here. And you'll notice this has already been soldered before. So we'll just heat both tracks. You got to heat both tracks. Okay, that side is soldered. That side is soldered. And we should be able to roll a car over there. If I can get the car. Let's see here. We'll just put this right here and get that on. Okay. And we're going that way. So you notice how smooth that goes? So that's on there pretty good. Now what we have a problem here is we're going to move this track. We're going to move this track here over to match up with this track. Okay, but I got to look down there and see. It looks like it's going to match up. But what I need to do now is I need to get a piece of track that's just the right length, and like so. Get him pushed all the way in. And see how these guys come together here. Gotta get him in there more. Well, we gotta grind off a little bit more. Whoops, I didn't even have him in the slot. Let's see how it is when we do that. Okay, that one's still a little. That's looking pretty good. So what we have to do is take our, our alignment tool